All right, hey everybody, welcome to Zenfolio Live. I'm Robert with Zenfolio Customer Support, and thank you for joining us today on the live Q&A. If you guys have questions or anything you want to know about Zenfolio, please be sure to get those questions in the chat, and then just say hello to us. Let us know where you're from. Hey, Jorgen from Denmark, glad to have you here on the live Q&A. Thanks for joining us. All right, guys, today we are going to be talking about making sure that your website has consistent navigation. So what we're talking about is when visitors come to your website, making sure that on no matter what page they're on, making sure that the navigation is consistent so that they get familiar with it and they don't get lost or confused. Now with Zenfolio, there's a couple of ways to do this. You can use the header menu or the footer menu. I prefer the header menu because I like things up top, but you can definitely use either. Let me show you what I'm talking about really quick. We're going to go ahead and dive into this, and then we'll come back and start answering your guys' questions. If this is your first time viewing, make sure you say hello in the chat. Let us know where you're from. And if you have any questions about Zenfolio, definitely get that in the chat so we can get those answered. All right, guys, let's go ahead and jump into setting up our website's navigation so that it's consistent. So in Zenfolio, if you go to My Zenfolio and click on Customize Website, that's actually going to take you to Customize View, where you can do all the customizing of the visual end of your website. And this is where you can set up your website navigation. So inside of Zenfolio, on the home page, there's actually 3 different website menus that you can use. There's what's called the homepage menu, the site header, and the page header. So let me get myself out of the way here really quick. And then what we're going to talk about here is first, let me show you how to turn on these different menus. So again, this is just on the home page. What we're going to do is go up to Options right here. And then on the Page Elements tab, that's where you're going to see Page Header, Page Footer, and Homepage Menu. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn all of these on really quick so you can see each one and know which one it is. So I'm going to click Apply right here. And then you're going to see the look of my website. It's going to change here. It's going to have more elements and different things on it. So this is the header menu right here. This is the Homepage menu. And then down here is the footer menu, and I've got some crazy Facebook logo in it here. Now, the homepage menu right here is only usable on the homepage. So if you want to create a consistent navigation for your clients across your entire website, what I like to use is I like to use that header menu. So a lot of times what I'll do is I'll just go to Options right up here. Turn off that homepage menu, turn off that page footer menu, and then go down here. Let me get myself back out of the way. Go down here and apply that. So now you're going to be able to see that all those other menus went away except for that homepage menu. Whoops, let me turn off that homepage menu right here. Okay, the homepage menu hide. All right, so now all the other menus are going to go away except for that page header menu, which is this little gray bar here at the top. And you can show that page header menu on every other page in your Zenfolio account. So if it's in a gallery or if it's on a client access page, you're going to be able to show that homepage menu. And that's going to create that consistent navigation across your website. Now, when you're adding site menu items and creating your website's navigation, you want to make sure and be mindful of where you're putting those menu items. So if I add a new one right here, and let's just say I'm just going to add a new portfolio gallery on my site menu. So let's just say portraits. If I add that, down here in the bottom where it says displayed in, that designates what menu this item is going to go on. So you can have it go on all 3, or if you want it just to appear in a specific menu, you can do that as well. But again, we're talking about making things consistent. So for my purposes, I'm going to make sure that it's on the header menu because that's the one that I'm using. And then what we're going to do is just make sure that the header menu is on. So now this is going to refresh, and you should see that new menu item pop up right over here. Let me zoom my screen out a little bit so you guys can see it. So right there's that new menu item. And again, that's in the header menu. And then we're just going to make sure that on each page our header menu is showing. So if I go to a portfolio gallery like this right here, the way you can check and make sure that your header menu is showing is just go up to Options, Page Elements, and then set that header menu to show. And we're going to apply that down at the bottom there. And then for galleries, guys, once you set this up, what you can do is you can save it as default right here so that all of your galleries using the default settings are going to have that header menu displayed, and the navigation is going to be consistent across your site. So that's my personal recommendation. I like the header menu. You can definitely use the footer, but using one of those two menus for all of the pages on your site is going to make it much easier for your visitors to navigate across it, which is going to mean they're going to get frustrated less, and they're going to spend more time on your site when they're able to navigate it. All right, let me get back to my dashboard really quick and catch up on chat here really quick. All right, so Graham is with us again today. Hey, Graham, always glad to have you here. Mickey Swanson says she's from Colorado. Hey, Mickey, I'm actually from the Midwest as well, so I'm actually from Oklahoma originally, but good to have you here. Ruth from Rhode Island. Hey, Ruth from Rhode Island, glad you're hanging out with us today. All right, oh, Mickey Swanson just signed up too, so awesome. Glad to have you here on Zenfolio. Hopefully this live Q&A is a good experience for you, and you keep coming back and learning more about Zenfolio and are successful on our platform. All right, so one of the things I want to talk about today, guys, before we jump right into chat, is today is the day that the new shopping experience is going to roll over and replace the old shopping experience. Hopefully most of you guys are already using the new shopping experience. If you're not, it's going to roll over sometime tonight and become the default actually the only shopping experience, and the old shopping experience is going to go away. So if you're not using it right now, you might want to go ahead and just come up here and click turn on if you see turn on, and go ahead and get used to it. We do have lots of video tutorials for you and for your clients to help make this transition as easy as possible. And what I'm going to do is I've actually got a new video tutorial coming out that's going to show you how to change the shopping pages that are configured for your clients to use. I'm actually going to give that video tutorial out today on the live stream, just a little bit before we sign off. So make sure you guys stick around, because I've got a playlist compiled of all of the videos that have to do with the new shopping experience, how to customize it, how to change different things, and even some buying tutorial videos for your clients that you'll be able to download and embed on your website, or just send those to them as links. So stick around and make sure you guys get the link to that. All right, if you've got questions about your account, please go ahead and get those in the chat. What I'm going to do is go ahead and jump on an email question real quick. So let me get back to my dashboard. And let me just take a quick email question here really quick. So I've got a question from Mark. Mark says, what is the Zenfolio API? I read I can use it to upload images. Is this faster? So, excuse me. Sorry guys, I'm still struggling with some congestion, so I'll try not to cough in the mic as much as I can. I apologize. So the Zenfolio API, or the Application Programming Interface, is what it's called, is available for third-party developments. So what it's for is it's for people who develop apps and things like that, to make ways to use the Zenfolio service a little bit better. A good example of that would be the Lightroom plugin. So if you go to the bottom of your account, down in the very bottom, let me get myself out of the way. Down in the very bottom down here, if you click on Toolkit, let me just open this in a new tab so I can show you guys. If you go to Toolkit, and then there is a section called Uploading Photos, or Photo Transfer Tools and Uploading Tools right here. If you go here, these are applications that were made by third-party developers that use Zenfolio's API to kind of make using Zenfolio a little easier. There's actually a plugin right here that will allow you to upload your photos directly into Zenfolio from Lightroom. And again, that's a third-party plugin that was developed and is using our API system. So Mark, if you have any app developing skills, you can definitely develop something and make that a little easier for you if you're good at developing and have some programming background and things like that. If you could develop something to work with the API, that's definitely a possibility. All right, let me see. Let me take my next question here really quick. So the next question, email question I've got says, I am having issues sending out gallery invites, but only on particular galleries. It keeps getting hung up on the preview. Why is this happening? So what they're talking about, guys, is if you're not familiar with Zenfolio, one of the ways to get your clients to their galleries is you can send out a gallery invite. So let me show you how that works really quick. So what I'm going to do is click on Photos here. And what we're going to do is just go down, and let's say that we've got this client gallery right here that we've been working on. And what we want to do is we want to get this gallery to the clients. What you can do is send a gallery invite, and that's right here. You just click invite. You put an email in here, and then you hit continue to preview. So if you're having issues with a particular gallery, I would really need to see that. But one of the things is if your gallery is named something weird with some characters that aren't exactly allowed, like let's say for instance, if I go to gallery details here really quick and I say Smith, and then maybe if I put let me think, if I put some brackets in here and say Smith wedding or something like that, if your gallery has any kind of characters like that in the title, so you can see over there, then it will absolutely get hung up in the preview area when you're doing a gallery invite. So if I go to the gallery here, and if I go up to invite, and I say, okay, let's send this to test@zenfolio.com, and then I come down here and I hit continue to preview, it does not do anything. It just goes back to the same page. What it's supposed to do is go over to an actual preview of the email that's being sent out to your clients. But the problem are those brackets. And it could be other characters, like I'm not exactly sure what other characters, but I know there are other characters that if you use them in the gallery titles, it would cause this issue. So what you need to do is you need to go and edit the title of that gallery. So I'm just going to go back here to the gallery. Go to gallery details right here. Take that section out that has those brackets, hit save, and now watch what happens when I try to send this gallery invite. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to click invite, and then we can put test@Zenfolio right here. And now when I hit that continue to preview, it's going to take me to the actual preview email that's going to be sent to my clients. So right off the bat, without actually being able to see your account and see how things are set up, if you're getting stuck on that continue to preview and it's not refreshing and going to the actual preview, I would check that gallery title and make sure it doesn't have any brackets or weird characters or anything like that. All right, hopefully that helps. Let me jump back here. Looks like we got some questions coming through in the chat, so let me get back to my dashboard here really quick. All right, Robert from St. Louis is here. Hey, Robert, glad to have you here. Robert Greenfield, good to have you here again. Thanks for joining us. William says, how do I empty a shopping cart? I'm new to the chat from Colombia, and so far I've had zero luck with anything. William, I'm sorry to hear that. You definitely come to the right place for that. So definitely happy to help you there. If you've got a shopping cart, either one that you've created or maybe your clients have created one, and it needs to be emptied out for whatever reason, you can actually do this up here. So if you go up right here, you can click on View Cart. Let me get back to where you guys can see that. Hold on one second. So let me just go back to my dashboard for a second, get myself out of the way. Now you guys should be able to see that. So if you go up here and you click on this right here, you can actually click on View Cart right here. Man, my browser. There we go. You can click on View Cart. That's going to take you to where you can see your cart. Now, this will also work for your clients as well. So they can go and view their cart, William, and then they can remove specific items right here like this, so they can go remove from cart like that. Or if they scroll down to the very, very bottom, there should be an option right here that says clear cart, and that will let them clear their cart. You can hit confirm and clear out your cart. So now you can see my shopping cart is empty, and I'm good to go and ready to make more orders if I need to. But that's how you empty out your shopping cart. All right, let me get back to my dashboard here. If you guys are ever on this page right here, if you're ever on this page and you want to get back to your dashboard, if you click on the welcome right here, it will take you right back to your Zenfolio dashboard. So anyway, William, I hope that helps with the cart. And then I noticed you said you really need help with pricing. So if you want to elaborate a little bit on what you need help with on pricing, I'd be happy to go over it. Or if you just want me to do a quick general overview on setting up pricing and price lists, I can do that as well. So just let me know specifically what you need, and I'd be happy to show you how to do that stuff here. All right, while I'm waiting on William to kind of clarify what he needs, let me go ahead and jump over and grab another email question really quick. So let's see. So Graham's actually, I guess I missed Graham. Graham said, is there any way, sorry about that, Graham. He said, is there any way to move photos from Dropbox to Zenfolio easy, or is it a matter of download and then upload? So from Dropbox, unfortunately, it's probably going to be a matter of download and upload. I don't think that Upload Junction supports that. I can go check really quick. If you guys aren't familiar with Upload Junction, let me just show you really quick. That's going to be in your toolkit again. So we're going to go down here and go to Open Link in New Tab. That's going to take you to that toolkit link. And what Upload Junction is it's basically it's a program that's been designed to help people transfer their photos over to Zenfolio from either another Zenfolio account or some other photo services. So let me just take a look really quick and see if they support Dropbox. I don't think they do, Graham, but I'm happy to check and see really quick. So here's Upload Junction right here. We're just going to go View Website. That's going to take us to the Upload Junction website, and it looks like right now all that they're supporting is Flickr, Zenfolio, SmugMug, PBase, Photo Shelter, and PhotoBox. So what Upload Junction does is if you have photos on any of those, then you can transfer them over using this to get them onto your Zenfolio account. Now, as far as downloading them and re-uploading them, though, William, what you could do is if you have the Google Chrome browser, it actually allows an additional uploading feature, if you will. And I've got a video tutorial that goes over this upload feature. So if I can get Cheryl to throw that out in the chat. But what this upload feature does is if you've got things organized in folders. So let's say, Graham, that you downloaded everything from Dropbox onto your computer and it's all uploaded or all organized into folders. You can use Google Chrome and actually just upload the main folder, and Zenfolio will recreate whatever structure was in place for you. So you don't have to spend the time going through Zenfolio and creating the galleries and things like that. You can just upload the main folder. And what it does is it takes whatever you uploaded and it breaks it out into different groups. So the main folder would become a group, and then each subfolder inside of the main folder that has photos in it actually becomes a gallery with photos. So if I get Cheryl to throw out that tutorial in the chat, Graham, that might help you out on getting those photos uploaded to Zenfolio. All right, let me get back to my dashboard here and see if I can catch up on these questions in the chat here. 1 second. So let me scroll up here. All right, John says, where is that at? Oh, Jason. So Jason says, with only one video in the gallery, having the download button enabled for videos, an empty zip file is downloaded when you click on the download button at the top of the page. The video is not included. All right, so it sounds like you might be talking about a gallery thumbnails page. That download button on that page is for images. But it should not be creating an empty zip file. So the videos are going to be able to be downloaded from the actual photo page or the quick shot page. So what I'm talking about here, Jason, is unfortunately I don't have any videos in my account to really show you, but let me just get to our gallery here. And if I go to, let me just go to preview on this one really quick. So if that download button is showing up on your thumbnails page like this, that download button is really only designed to work for photos. That's something we should probably look into, changing the way that that works. But what your client needs to do is they need to click on that video and then either download it from either the quick shot page or the photo page, depending on what page they're actually taken to. But this would be the page that they need to download it on. If that's not the issue, Jason, then definitely shoot me an email. You can go to zenfolio.com/contact. Send me the specific gallery link where this is happening, and I would be more than happy to take a look and see why it's causing that empty zip file, because it definitely should not do that. This is just one of those situations where I really need to take a look at the specific gallery to see what's causing that empty zip file and how things are set up. So just shoot me that email, send me that gallery link, and I will be more than happy to give it a test and see if I can't figure out what's going on and see if we can't get it corrected for you. So let me jump over here back to chat really quick, and let's see. All right, so Mickey says, let me go up here. Mickey says, I have created a group client folder that contains 3 galleries that will have 3 different price lists for local realtors. I have set up the framework for a sample realtor and would like to clone or duplicate the top level group folder for each new client versus resetting up all 4 of their attributes each time I get a new client. Any suggestions? So I would probably need to take a look, Mickey, and see exactly the process that you're trying to set up and what you're trying to be able to replicate. I'm sure there's a way to do it. I don't fully understand exactly what all you need to replicate, and I would really need to take a look at the way things are set up to be able to give you some recommendations on how to set that up. So again, this is going to be another case where I really need to look at the specifics of it, see what exactly you're trying to recreate, and see what we can do to make that happen as easily as possible without having to go through the process each time. So Mickey, if you could just shoot me an email, zenfolio.com/contact. Make sure to include some information about exactly what galleries you're looking at. If you can send me a screenshot too, that would be fantastic. And then what I'll do is I'll take a look at that and just kind of let me know what you're wanting to do. And I'll take a look at that and see what would be the best process and how we can make that as easy as possible for you so that you don't have to keep repeating the same steps over and over again for each new client when you're creating a new client group. All right, let me scroll down here and see. Graham says, thanks, Robert. That's excellent. That will save some time setting up my buddy's new Zenfolio site. Graham, that's awesome, man. I'm glad to hear that you're helping somebody set up their site. And that, yeah, definitely, guys, that folder upload is amazing. It definitely saves lots of time when you are uploading, especially when you're just getting started and you've got a lot of photos that you need to upload and maybe you already have them organized. Using that folder upload is really, really going to save you some time. And I can see Cheryl through that link there in the chat. So hopefully that tutorial link will help you guys out with that as well. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, so yeah, definitely, Mickey, it's recorded as well. So you guys that are watching this live, this is automatically recorded and you guys can rewind as much as you want. Also, for those of you guys who are watching the recorded version of this, we would definitely love to have you guys come join us live. But, you know, I understand if it's not always possible. But, yeah, definitely watch the recording. I usually, whenever the recording is finished, I usually put timestamps in the description below to kind of help people jump through the different topics that we talked about. But also, for those of you who are watching the recording, in the link below, or in the description below, at the very bottom of the description is going to be a link where you can submit questions for next week. So that's where I get all these email questions that I answer, is people send questions for next week, and I make sure that I answer those the following week. So definitely click on that link if you're watching the recorded version of this. All right, let me see if there's any questions in the chat. Looks like I am caught up on the chat questions. So, guys, if you have any questions, especially about that new shopping experience, I know I said it earlier, but today is the day. Sometime this evening, guys, it's going to roll over, and the new shopping experience is going to become the shopping experience, and you're no longer going to be able to use the old one. So if you've got any questions at all about that, definitely now's the time to ask them and get those questions into the chat. All right, let me jump back to my dashboard really quick and answer an email question. All right, so let's see. The next question I've got here is actually about the new shopping experience. Sorry, guys. So Art Lewis from Missouri says, is there a way to allow captions to be turned on and off by the viewer? I found the option to either show or hide captions, but there's no icon to allow the individual viewer to see the captions and then hide it when they want to see the entire image. So that's a really cool feature with the new shopping experience, is that actually you can allow your visitors to hide the caption of the images. They can turn it on or off themselves. So let me show you how that works. So first, let's go into a gallery really quick and find a gallery that has an image caption. I don't know if I have one or not. We're just going to do this one right here. We'll go here and we will go to photo details, and then what I'm going to do is, just to save time, I'm going to copy the keywords into the image caption right here and just hit save. So now let's go ahead and take a look at this gallery. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up in customize view because I'm not sure how this one is exactly set up. So I'm going to open it up in customize view, and then if I click on this photo right here, it's going to take me to the quick shop page, to where if this photo had a caption, let's see. First, I need to make sure the captions are turned on. So we're going to go to options, quick shop, and then make sure that the caption is turned on. So it's right here. Set the gallery or the photo caption to show, and then let me get myself out of the way here. So we're going to set that photo caption to show. We're going to scroll down here and hit apply. And so now what we should be seeing is a little gray bar with all of that photo's keywords, because I copied that over into the caption, showing over the image. So right here is exactly what they're talking about. So now Art is asking, is there a way for people who visit the gallery, visitors on the gallery, to turn that caption off if it's kind of obstructing the image? Your visitors can absolutely do this. It's at the very bottom. So if I hover back over this and I hit this right here, it takes that caption and turns it off so that the full photo can be shown. So again, you just need to make sure that the caption is turned on. That's under options, the quick shop tab, go down to captions, make sure it's set to show. Once that is set to show, your clients can turn that caption on and off themselves by clicking that little bubble down here. So they hover over the image and click on that bubble, and that turns the caption off or on. So anyway, Art, hope that helps. Thanks for the question about the new shopping experience. Definitely a great question. And this is one of the really cool features about that new shopping experience. All right, let me get back to my dashboard really quick and take a look at and see what we've got some questions here in the chat. All right, Graham Service says, yep. So let's see, Robert Greenfield says, I just had a client run into an issue redeeming a coupon for a print product discount. First time it said that the product total didn't meet the minimum. I changed it so no minimum was required. It then said no products would be discounted further. This is the same coupon used by many clients, so wondering if there is a glitch currently going on with the coupons. Not that I'm aware of, Robert. I haven't got any reports for anybody having any kind of weird glitchy things with coupons. Not to say that that couldn't exist. That's the first I've ever heard of anything like that happening. So that's probably, again, going to be another issue where I really need to look at the specific settings of the coupon. So just shoot me an email. Go to zenfolio.com/contact. Shoot me an email. Let me know the gallery that they were trying to use that coupon in, what products they were trying to order, and then let me know what the name of the coupon was that they were trying to use. And if you have any screenshots, if not, just paste what the errors that they saw in there, and I will definitely be happy to pull up your account, go in there and take a look and see if I can see what's going on, if it's a settings issue or if it's indeed some kind of glitch that's going on. We definitely want to get that reported up to the engineers if there's actually something going on. But again, like I said, like Cheryl's saying now in the chat, I haven't seen any issues as far as glitches or bugs with the coupon feature that I'm aware of. But I'm definitely happy to look into that for you. Just shoot me an email. All right, let me jump to an email question real quick. Let me just get back to the dashboard. Take a quick sip of water. Man, you guys are awesome with the questions today. Thank you for putting those questions in there. I really appreciate the participation. You know, the reason I do the live Q&As and the reason we do the live Q&As is because we want to help you guys be as successful as possible on our platform. And so we do this for you guys to make sure that, you know, any questions that you have, anything that you want to learn about or that you might not know about, we try to get that information out to you guys. So thank you so much for the participation. I really, really appreciate it. All right, let me see what email question I've got next here. So it's another one about the new shopping experience. This one is for Rob. Rob says, I remember something about multi-image products not showing up on QuickShop in the side selling panel. Has this been changed yet? So for those of you guys who were around when we released the new shopping experience in beta form, if you can remember, with the QuickShop side panel, it would only allow you to show single image products. So let me get to the QuickShop side panel so everybody kind of knows what I'm talking about here. So let me just go to a gallery really quick. And let me open this up in preview. And the QuickShop side panel is what your clients see when using the new shopping experience. If they click on a photo, this is the QuickShop side panel over here. So this is where they can quickly just, let me get myself out of the way. So they can just quickly click on one of these and add one of these products with that photo into their account. So like I was saying, when we released that in beta form, originally, if you had like collage style products where it required more than one photo, or if you had maybe packages that were allowed multiple images to be used in the package instead of a single image, originally those could not show there on that QuickShop side panel. Now that feature has been changed, and at this point you can pretty much put any products in the side panel that you want. So you can add collages, you can add calendars, you can add packages, whatever products you want to offer for sale, you can set those to show in the QuickShop side panel. And while we're talking about that, let me just show you how to do that. So we're back on the photos page. We're just going to go up to selling really quick. And let me just go to a price list. And I'm going to go to this main price list right here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to price list settings. This is where you're going to be able to access what's currently called the featured products list. Now that's soon going to change to be called QuickShop list, but right now it's still called the featured products list. So if you scroll down right here, this is the featured products list, and this actually controls what's showing up in featured in the QuickShop. So you can, you know, grab these and remove whatever you want, or, you know, you can grab these from over here and set them to show. And there's not a limit. You can put as many products in here as you want. Now, the one thing that you need to keep in mind, and I'll show you, is you can put as many products in there as you want to appear on that side panel. But when you do that, after about 10 to 15 products, it will require your visitor to do some scrolling in order to see all of the products that you offer. So let me go to photos really quick. Let me change the price list that's assigned to this gallery. So we're going to go right here. We're going to switch that over to my main price list. And then I'm going to save it. And so now let me show you guys this QuickShop panel now. So I'm going to open this up in a new tab. And we're going to click right here. And now if I click on this photo, now you're going to see a lot more products in this side panel over here. So there's a lot more products than there was before. And let me get myself out of the way here. And you can see at the bottom, it's not showing all the products, and people have to scroll down like this right here. So now people would have to scroll down to see all of the products that you have to offer. But as you can see, there's lots of stuff here. There is, let me see if there's anything that's multi-image. So right here's that calendar, which would be a multi-image product. There's also another wall calendar, again another multi-image product. So Rob, you could so now you can definitely show multi-image products here in the quick shop. And if your visitors want to view all the products, they can scroll to the bottom here and click see all products right here at the very bottom. All right, let me get back to my dashboard really quick, and let's see what kind of questions I got here in the chat. All right, so let's see. Robert says, I'll avoid asking what the fastest land animal is then, though. I believe that would be the cheetah. At least that's what I would learn in school. If I was wrong, would definitely love to know the actual true answer to that question, Robert. So if you know, definitely throw that answer out there in the chat for sure. Graham says, is there any way to set a gallery download to be a specific size? This weekend I am covering an event competitors can purchase full res on the site, but I have them also delivering social media size images to the organizers, and I don't want to have to duplicate my work. The galleries, if they could download at 960 on entering a password, that would be great, as I'm guessing what you're going to say. So Graham, when it comes to a specific size, I try to shy away from offering digital downloads in a specific dimension. But what you could do is you could create a digital product that's resolution based. So what I want to do is go to selling really quick right here, and you can go to digital products right here. And then this is where, if you're familiar with digital products, this is where you go to set up for clients to purchase downloads and things like that. Now, you want to be able to give the organizers the social media version of the image or the low res versions of the image, and you can definitely do that with a digital product. You're just going to change a few things. So what I'm going to do is just go to add product really quick. Let me just switch this over. We're going to go to add product, and then if you're putting this on a specific price list for the organizers, you could give it a really specific title, Graham. What I'm just going to do is I'm just going to say low res download. All right, and then we're going to use photo, and then you're going to select your license. If you've got that custom license that you've already been using, you can definitely use that if you've created one. Otherwise, you can use any of our preset ones. And I'll show you guys really quick here in a minute how to create custom image licenses as well. Next, we're going to go down here to the image dimensions. And Graham, this is where you're going to change this up to make those low resolution files for the organizers. So instead of using original photo, what you're going to do is you're going to go here and you're going to say, okay, low resolution photo right there. Now there is specific dimensions with cropping that you can do if you want. And there is also largest dimensions with cropping there you can do. However, I have on occasion found those settings to kind of cause some weird issues, and that's why I try to shy away from them. But you can use that low resolution setting right here. So the largest photo that they would download would be 1 megapixel. It wouldn't be any larger. And then next, you can set up the number of items required for the product. If you want them to download each image on their own, leave them both set to 1. Then we're just going to scroll down to the bottom and click Save. Oh, I got to select a license. Sorry about that. I'm just going to say royalty-free commercial use and then click Save. Then the next thing you would need to do is just add that product to your price list that's going to be assigned to that gallery. Now, before we do that, I said I was going to show you guys how to create a custom license. So you would just go to License right here, and you can just click at the bottom here, Add New License, and a screen will come up like this, where you can put the name of the license, you can put a short description, and the actual license text. Now, Graham, another really huge benefit to doing things this way is that when those organizers download those photos, they're actually going to do it through the shopping cart, which is going to force them to agree to whatever license you have applied to that product. And they'll also get a copy of the license in the download as well. So that's another huge benefit to doing it this way. All right, so what we did is we created that low resolution download right here. Now we're just going to go and we're going to apply that to a price list. So let me hop up here and go to selling and go to price list. And then let's say it's for, we're just going to put it on our main price list here. We're just going to click add products. As soon as this loads here, there we go, add products. And then digital downloads. There is that low res download right there. I'm going to add that to the price list. And then what you can do, what I personally would do is, even if I'm going to give somebody a free download, Graham, what I do is I still assign a price to it. That way, if anybody else happens to get in that gallery and they try to use that download, they are going to have to pay for it. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to send out the people who should get this for free. I'm going to send them a coupon that will let them download for free. But so we're going to set that price for that low resolution download at, say, $10. And then click save. Then we're going to go, actually, before we click save, what you might want to do, Graham, is make sure that that's at the top of that price list for the organizers. And we do that through the featured products list really quick. So we're going to go there, price list, and then we're just going to add that to there so you can see kind of how this works. So once this loads right here, we're going to add that low resolution download. So let me go down here, low resolution download. I'm going to add it, and then I'm going to move that thing all the way up to the top of the list here. This might take me a few minutes. Actually, I think I can just drag it. Maybe I can't drag it. All right. So we're going to move that all the way up to the top of the list. Another downside to having bunches of products in your featured products list. You definitely don't want to spend time clicking your mouse to drag it up. All right, so we've got that up there at the top of that list. Then we're just going to click save. And so now, Graham, let me show you how this would work for your organizers of that event. And you can also do the same setup with a full gallery download and make them all low res as well. I've got a great video tutorial on setting up those digital products. So if I could get Cheryl to throw that out in the chat, that's definitely something that I'm sure you're probably familiar with the process, but it would be a good refresher. All right, so we're going to go to photos now. And that price list is already assigned to the Smith gallery. So now we would just go to preview. And then from here, your organizers, whenever they clicked on a photo, they can see that low res download right there. Bam. Click that. It adds it right to their cart. And then once they're done and they get ready to check out, they would just use that coupon code that you gave them to make those low resolution download files free. That's the process that I would recommend. There's definitely some other ways you could do it. You could turn on low res downloading in the gallery, but that's going to let everybody download the low reses for free. And it's also not going to require them to agree to any kind of image license, which is why I recommend this process. All right, let me jump back to my dashboard really quick and catch up with you guys in chat here. So let's see. Don says, I'm a newer user. Oh, where did it go? So Don says, I'm a newer user and it doesn't seem like the visitors is tracking when my clients go to the site. Is there something special I need to do to make it track? So for visitor tracking, the built-in tracking, I'm going to have to agree. It's a little funny the way it tracks. What I would probably recommend doing, Don, is looking into enabling Google Analytics and in the account. But for the built-in tracking, what it does is it only tracks visitors if they actually click on a photo. So if I open this gallery up really quick right here, and I open this up in a new tab, if I just go to the thumbnails gallery and I view it like this, and even if I select some photos to buy, so if I say, okay, let's select this photo and let's buy those, that's actually not tracked as, or not counted as a visitor to the site. I'm not really sure why it's that way, but this is the way that the Zenfolio tracking works. The only time a visitor is actually counted is when they click on a photo. That actually counts as a visit. Now you can enable Google Analytics to do a little bit better tracking in your account. If you want to do that, you just need to go to Settings, go to website, and then right here is visitor tracking. And there's Google Analytics and also Stat Counter that you can turn those on. If you go there and click on those, there should be some information on how to set that up and integrate it into your account. So anyway, I hope that helps with that. Definitely, if you're really concerned about your visitor tracking and all of that stuff, then I would definitely consider turning that stuff on. Now, another thing that you could do as well, that's not really analytic tracking, but will track people that visit your galleries, you can turn on visitor sign-in. And visitor sign-in is actually a really useful feature, Don, because what it will do is it will also help you build your email list. So if this gallery right here, if I turn on visitor sign-in, let's say it's a wedding gallery, and the bride and groom have shared this gallery with all of their friends and family, and it would be nice if there was a way for us to kind of gather the information of the people who are visiting that gallery. What you can do is you can turn on visitor sign-in. So if you click on the gallery right here, and you come over here to the right under your toolbox, right here it says visitor sign-in. You can go and turn that on. And then what you'll want to do is make sure that at least this option is checked. It says automatically update my contact list. Because what's going to happen is when you turn that on, Don, is anytime somebody visits that gallery, they're going to be presented with a little pop-up. And there's some sign-in fields. And you can make these required or you can make them optional. But you can have them give you their name and their email address before they can actually go view the photos. And then once they do that, all of that information is stored in your Zenfolio contact list. So if you hover over communications and click on contact list, you can see all of the information of people who have logged into your galleries and things like that. And you can actually sort this information by gallery and things like that. So let's say you just shot that wedding and maybe you want to reach out and kind of market to the people that were at that wedding. Maybe you want to, just re-engage them and say, hey, if you've got a wedding coming up, I'd really love to photograph or talk to you about photographing your wedding. You can actually come up here and you can say, okay, show me everybody who did visitor sign in through this specific gallery. And then all the contact lists that you're going to be seeing here are going to be only people who have went through that gallery. Then you can actually send just them an email right here. So while it's not really an analytical tracking, it's really useful for marketing and re-engaging your visitors to your website and things like that. So I would definitely look into turning visitors sign in on. All right, let's see. Let me go to my next question here in the chat. So Home Phone says Cheetah. Robert says, it is the cheetah. I couldn't resist. It was a line from the movie Airplane. I don't know why I didn't recognize that. Good. I'm a super movie quote guy. And I can't believe I didn't catch that. Let's see. Graham says, oh, yes. And then a coupon to set the discount. Okay, awesome, Graham. I'm glad that helped you out. So let's see. I'm going to try to say that name right. Joanne, I guess she says hello. She says, hello, what size of images should we upload? So as Cheryl was saying, Joanne, anytime you guys upload images to Zenfolio, my personal recommendation, and I think most people would recommend this as well, is if your internet can handle doing the full resolution upload, I would definitely go with uploading full resolution files. And the reason I say that is because whenever you upload photos to Zenfolio, what we do is we actually take those images and our system actually generates display images that are used on your website. So we do this for two different reasons. We do this, one, because those images will make your website load faster. Two, we do it because this way people can't pull up your galleries on really high resolution monitors and take really large screenshots of your photos. The display sizes that we generate, I can show you those right here. So if you go into Photos and you go to, just click on any gallery, go to Gallery Access over here. And then, oh, it's Johan. I'm sorry. I'm really bad about pronouncing names wrong, and I finally got one wrong. I apologize. Johan. So I apologize for that. Okay, so anyway, we're looking at those images, or the display images that are generated by our system. If you click on the Photo Protection tab right here, These are the different size of images that our system generates that you can use on your website. So you don't have to worry about downsizing your images before you upload them to make them faster loading. Our system actually takes care of that for you and saves you a bit of time. Now, usually this process is really fast and you don't even notice that it's happening. However, there might be an occasional time where after you've just finished uploading a gallery, you might click on it and you might see these little spinny wheels on the images. And all that means is that our system is generating those preview files for you. But again, Johan, just to answer your question, just to answer your question about the display images or what size you should upload, if your internet can handle it, I would definitely recommend uploading the full resolution files. Now, if you've got a bad internet connection or something like that, you might consider uploading the smaller resolution files, because as long as you have order approval turned on and people place orders, you can go in and replace those photos. You can go in and replace those photos later on after orders have been placed. All right, Home Phone says he picked a terrible week to stop sniffing glue. I know that's a movie quote. I just cannot place the movie. So if you guys are trying to turn this into movie quote trivia hour, I'm probably going to fail miserably because I'm really good at quoting movies, just not really good at telling you what movie it's actually from. Okay. We've got about 10 more minutes left, guys. So if you guys have any last-minute questions, any movie quotes that you want me to try to guess, anything else, definitely get those in the chat. However, right now, as promised, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get you guys that new shopping experience video tutorial playlist. So this video tutorial playlist is going to have all of the videos that I've created about the new shopping experience, including the one the newest one that will be coming out tomorrow, showing you how to configure your clients to have different shopping pages. So it actually will, this new system actually allows you to configure it 3 different ways, and there's going to be a video tutorial in there that will show you how to do that, along with the client buying tutorials that you can actually download and upload to your Zenfolio account or embed into a custom page, or just send to your clients as links. And there's actually 2 of those. So there's going to be one that has the prices shown, and then there's going to be one where all of the prices are blurred out. So let me just throw that video tutorial link out for you guys really quick. Let me grab that link. And then, like I said, we got about 10 more minutes left. Well, probably about 6 more minutes left, actually. So if you guys have any last-minute questions, definitely please get those in. All right, so there's that link. Make sure you guys bookmark that, because, again, that's coming sometime tonight. The new shopping experience is going to roll over, and it's going to become the shopping experience, and the old one is going to go away. So that playlist should definitely help you guys be prepared for that and help you prepare your clients. All right, Lost Seven Spirit said, I upload a PNG file, but the print I order says JPEG on the back of the print. That happens because whenever photos are sent to the lab for printing, they're actually converted into JPEG files, and they're also converted into sRGB color space. So if you're uploading, PNG files or TIFFs or something like that, when they're sent over to the lab for printing, they're converted to JPEG files. And if you've saved them in a different color space than sRGB, it is going to be converted to sRGB. So one of the things that I would definitely recommend is, if you're not already, try to work in sRGB color space from the start, just to provide a consistent experience and a consistent image throughout everything. So Johan says, what size of images do you recommend uploading? What is the largest size? So hopefully I answered your question earlier, Johan, about what size of image do I recommend uploading. Again, I recommend uploading the full resolution size. When it comes to what is the largest size, that really depends on the account level that you have. So if you have a pro or advanced account, your largest image size can be up to 64 megabytes. 64 meg. Now, if you have the like the starter or the basic or one of the lower levels, that's actually limited to, I think the number is 30. It's either 32 or 34. I'm not sure. I think it's 32. But for the advanced and pro accounts, you can go up to 64 megs for that. So hopefully that answers that question. All right, guys, got about 3 more minutes. Let me see if I can't get an email question in here really quick. Let's see. Whew, that's going to be a tough one. Not going to have time for that one today, Mike. Sorry, I'm going to try to get it tomorrow. Next question says, how can I create a default invite message for different types of clients? It gets a little old editing the standard gallery invite message. So guys, what this person's talking, and I think, was that Joey? That was Joey. So what Joey's asking is, every time he goes to a gallery and sets an invite, you can see up here it says gallery invite, and it's using a standard template, and then he's going here and editing that message text and kind of tailoring it to the specific client that he's emailing. That's what it sounds like to me anyway. So what he's wanting to know, is there a way to set up email templates that are specific to certain clients? So maybe he wants to set a default message text for wedding clients, maybe a default message text for like portrait clients. What you can do is you can actually create email templates, and you can use those. So if you go up to communications right here and you go to email communications, what you can do right here is click on templates, and then you can just say, okay, let's create a new template. And for this one, I want this to be wedding client gallery invite. Then you can set the message to say something like, here is your wedding gallery. I hope you enjoy. You could basically make this say, you know, whatever you want it. And then in the body again, you can say hello. Here is your gallery. Enjoy it. Obviously, I'm just typing in some random text. You're really going to want to, if you're doing this, you're going to want to make sure that you really tailor it to the specific kind of client that it is for. In this case, it's going to be a wedding client. Now, the other thing you can do is add in a variable. So I'm going to go view this list of variables really quick. That's going to open up a new tab. And then if I go right here, it says gallery link. I'm going to copy this. And note here on the side, it will tell you what kinds of emails this will work in. So we're doing a custom gallery invite, so we can use the gallery link for that. So I'm going to go back to this template and just put the gallery link right here. And what that's going to do is anytime I use this email template for an invite, it's going to include the specific gallery link to the gallery that I'm doing the invite from. And again, we're creating this for wedding clients. You could create another one for, you know, portrait clients and change the messaging and then save that. And then now back on the photos page, whenever you go to send out an actual invite, so let's say we're going to go here and we're going to click invite. This time we can say, okay, let's use that wedding client invite that we just created, so I don't have to come down here and change that gallery text. And that's the way you can do that for, you know, if you've got several different types of clients and you want to do specific messaging for each of them, but you don't really want to have to take the time to type that message out each and every time you send out a gallery invite, you can just create separate image files for that. So then what we're going to do is just put in an email address really quick, and then go to continue to preview, and this will give you a preview of what it is, and you can see there's the gallery link, and then you would just hit send. So anyway, I hope that helps with the email invite question. Let me see if I've got time to answer another question here. It says, Lost7 says, thank you for answering my question, but are PGN files high quality compared to PGN files? So it looks like Cheryl definitely answered that question for that. So hope that answers your question, Lost7. If you've got some more questions about file types and things like that, you can definitely shoot us an email at zenfolio.com/contact, and we're definitely happy to discuss that further. Looks like Robert's chiming in too. Thanks for chiming in there on that, Robert, as well. All right, guys. Well, unfortunately, I am out of time. Hopefully, this session was helpful for you guys. We do this every Thursday, same time, same place. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure that you click that little orange Zenfolio logo in the bottom right corner and just subscribe to the channel. I put out new video tutorials every Friday, and then on Thursdays, again, we do these live streams every Thursday. Hopefully it helps, and hopefully you guys have a great weekend. Thank you again for all the great questions, and I look forward to helping you guys out with your account. Those of you guys that were going to send me emails, make sure to email me so we can work through those questions and get those straightened out for you guys. Until then, I hope you all have a great weekend, and I'll see you here next week.